Hello everyone, myself Swati. Today we are going to discuss about linear application of op-amp. In that, two applications we already studied in previous lecture. Today we are going to study about current to voltage converter and summing amplifier. Now let us see about that. I to V converter, in name itself indicate that I to V, that means current to voltage converter. Then here find the necessity of current to voltage converter in every electronic circuit, or in many more applications we need to convert that current into voltage. Why that necessary things came into picture? Just see here, current to voltage converter will produce a voltage proportional to the given current. This circuit is required if your measuring instrument is capable only of measuring voltages and you need to measure the current output. If your instrument or data acquisitions model DAQ has a input impedance that is a several orders larger than the converting resistor, a simple resistor circuit can be used to do the conversion. That means simple resistor is used for every type of a conversion, but there is some limitation. However, if the input impedance of your instrument is low compared to converting resistor, then the following op-amp circuit should be used. And what that op-amp circuit? That op-amp circuit is nothing but I to V converter, that means current to voltage converter. Now this is a diagram related to current to voltage converter. Just see here what is the basic need or basic changes done in our simply op-amp is instead of connecting voltage input, here that current is connected as an input to the negative terminal of the op-amp, and that negative terminal of the op-amp is called as a inverting terminal of the op-amp, and the feedback is given also towards that negative terminal of the op-amp. For that purpose, this feedback is called as a negative feedback, and that negative feedback resistor is named as a RF. RF is nothing but resistive feedback. Then IP is a current flowing through across the input terminal. Just see here that arrow and here current picture, what it shows us? It shows us that the current is applied to negative terminal of the op-amp, and whatever the output introduced here, that output is nothing but voltage. That means by using this circuit, our target is completed, that is a current to voltage conversion is done by using this circuit. Then how that conversion will take place? Just see. To analyze the current voltage converter by inspection, if we apply KCL, KCL means what? Kirchhoff's current law. That what Kirchhoff's current law says us? Kirchhoff's current law says us in every node, considering in any electronic circuit network analysis, in every node, whatever the incoming currents towards the node is equal to outgoing current from that node. That means summation of incoming currents is equal to summation of outgoing current. By using this formula, if we apply KCL in a previous circuit, what we get? To node at a minus V, that means inverting input. For that purpose is a minus V is mentioned. If suppose instead of that inverting input, if we are going to connect that input to positive terminal, that is a non-inverting input of the op-amp, that is in V plus, then what happen? And let the input current to the inverting input be I minus, then what happened? Then what is the output current is equal to input current, or what is that Kirchhoff's current law says us? V out minus V divided by RF. That means by using the formula, simple current conversion formula is current, voltage and resistor relation is represented by the formula V is equal to IR. By using this formula here, V out minus V minus divided by RF is equal to IP plus I minus. That means incoming current summation is equal to outgoing current summation. Thus here this circuit, this formula fulfills the KCL law, that means Kirchhoff's current law. Since the output is connected to V minus through R, the op-amp is in a negative feedback. Op-amp negative feedback configuration, that means inverting configuration of a op-amp. Just see here, What that inverting configuration of that op amp? That inverting configuration of op amp is nothing but by using virtual ground concept, V minus is equal to V plus is equal to 0. That means voltage difference introduced by that current to voltage converter circuit diagram is equal to 0, and assuming that I minus is also 0, that means inverting terminal input current is also 0 for the ideal op amp. And simplifying by using these two terminologies, what we get? We get V out is equal to IP into RF. That means output voltage is totally dependent upon input current and feedback resistance. One example of such an application is assuming that photodiode sensor to measure the light intensity. That means photodiode sensor is the application related to current to voltage converter. The output of the photodiode sensor is a current which changes proportional to the light intensity. Another advantage of the op amp circuit is that the voltage across the photodiode current source is kept constant at V0. Then what about that? By instead of that simple current flow consideration, here we have connected that IP, that is a photodiode current converter, along with that reference resistors. Then summing amplifier output. A basic summing amplifier circuit with a 3 input signal is shown in the figure. Just see here, basic summing amplifier related to 3 inputs. That is a summing amplifier is used for the addition purpose. That is in whatever the input voltage is given to any kind of a circuit related to op amp, that is a inverting as well as non-inverting. What is the function of that circuit? It will be introduces the addition of all these inputs. Here for an inverting terminal of the op amp, 3 inputs are given. Here V in 1, V in 2, V in 3, along with R1, R2 and R3, and along with R1, R2, R3, along with the voltage inputs, that is a V1, V2 and V3. What is the current flowing through this? That is a in V in R1, I1 current is a flows, V2, R2, I2 current will be flow, V in 3, R3, I3 current will be flow from this node, and node N1 is along with that IF, that is a reference current, that is a feedback current will be flow through that RF, that is a IF, and output voltage is mentioned here. Then along with that, the current conversion at node N1 gives. What is the current conversion at node N1? Just I have told you, that is a Kirchhoff's current law. What that Kirchhoff's current law says is I1, I2, I3. That means whatever the incoming current summation is equal to outgoing current summation. That is outgoing current is related to only feedback resistor. For that purpose, here considered as a RF. By currents I1, I2 and I3 to their corresponding relating the bonding voltages and the resistance by Ohm's law, and noting that the voltage at node N1 is a 0. That is a ideal op amp rule. It is a equation 1.1 becomes, that is a, this equation is nothing but considered as equation number 1.1, and what that equation says is that Vin divided by R1, that means I1 is replaced with Vin divided by R1, I2 is replaced with a Vin2 divided by R2, I3 is replaced by Vin3 divided by R3, and IF is replaced by minus V out divided by RF. Here minus sign came into picture because the inputs are given to inverting terminal of the op amp. For that purpose, here minus sign came into picture. Then what is that also? So V out is, what is the output of V out? V out is equal to minus RF divided by R1 V in 1 plus RF divided by R1 V in 2 plus RF divided by R2 into V in 3. Along this, the output voltage V out is a sum of the input voltages with weighting factor given by the values of the resistor. If the input resistor are equal, that is R1 equal to R2 equal to R3 is equal to R, then equation 1.3 becomes, that means this equation will be because every denominator will be equally divided. For that purpose, what is the output came? Just see, V out is equal to minus RF divided by R into V in 1 plus V in 2 plus V in 3. And if suppose these R's are equal to RF is equal to R, then what is the output came into picture? The output voltage is thus the sum of the input voltages with a multiplication constant given by RF. R, the value of the multiplication constant, may be varied over a wide range. For the special case when Rf is equal to R, the output voltages is the sum of the inputs. Then what it gives? V out is equal to minus V in 1 plus V in 2 plus V in 3. The input resistance seen by each source connected to the summing amplifier in the corresponding series resistance connected to the source. Therefore, the source do not interact with each other. Along with this, the three audio signals drives is a summing amplifier as shown in the figure below. What is the output voltage? That means here I have taken one example related to inverting summing amplifier, and just you have to solve that problem by using this trick. Just see here, this is the circuit diagram used for the example purpose. Here three inputs by using channel number 1, channel number 2 and channel number 3 given to negative, that is the inverting terminal of the op-amp, and output is measured here. Then along with this summing amplifier, what is the output related to that summing amplifier? Just see here, a closed loop voltage gains of each channel can be calculated as ACL1 is equal to minus RF by R1. This is the gain calculation related to inverting terminal of the op-amp. Then put out the values of RF and R1 by using previous circuit diagram, whatever given there. Then what is the calculation related to that gain? This is a came to picture, that is a minus 5. Similarly, we have to calculate the gain related to circuit of closed loop gain 2, closed loop gain 3. What are the gains came to picture? That is a minus 5, minus 10 and minus 2. Then the output voltage of the summing amplifier is nothing but V out is equal to minus gain into input voltage plus gain in second closed loop gain into second loop voltage plus third closed loop gain into third voltage. By using this formula, just put out the value, whatever the values of ACL, V1, ACL2, V2 and ACL3, V3. Whatever the output we get, V out is equal to minus 3.1 volt. This is the calculation related to this example. Then another part related to summing amplifier is, if suppose instead of connecting inverting terminal, applying input to inverting terminal of the op-amp, if we are connecting the input towards the non-inverting terminal of the op-amp, then what happens? A non-inverting summing amplifier can also be constructed using the non-inverting amplifier configuration. That is, the input voltages are applied to non-inverting input terminal and a part of the output is a feedback to inverting input terminal through the voltage divider bias feedback. Then non-inverting circuit configuration related to summing amplifier. Just see, a non-inverting summing circuit is shown in the figure below. What that circuit shows us? Just see here. Here three input voltages are given to non-inverting terminal, that is a positive terminal of the op-amp along with a feedback resistor RF, and via this all the connections are belonging to the closed loop with along with the load resistance RL, which is connected towards the ground. Then what happens about that output? If the input resistance are equal, the output equation of the above circuit is given as V out is equal to VA plus VB plus VC. That means whatever the inputs applied to summing amplifier, that is especially for non-inverting summing amplifier, the output will be introduced, that is the addition of all these input voltages. Here the op-amp terminal is related to non-inverting, that means there is no any kind of a negative sign will be introduced as a output purpose. For that purpose, here V out is equal to VA plus VB plus VC. Simply all the input additions are came into picture here. Then design of non-inverting summing amplifier circuit is approached by the first designing the non-inverting amplifier to have the required voltage gain. Then the input resistance are selected as large as possible to suit the type of the op-amp used here. Then along with this, the summing amplifier, there are many applications related to summing amplifier wherever we want to add or mix the input voltages, there where we are going to use always that summing amplifier circuit. whatever the combinations we require, that means inverting as well as non-inverting. Apart from these, here I have taken only two examples related to that summing amplifier. First example is related to audio mixture. In audio mixture, for the mixing purpose, we are going to use that summing amplifier. Then digital to analog converter, that is a D to A converter. Here we are also using that summing amplifier. Along with this lecture is related to summing amplifier configuration detailed study, that is related to inverting configuration as well as non-inverting configuration, and along with that I to V converter, that is current to voltage converter. Okay, thank you.